Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Top 5 Wednesday. The topic for this week is characters that you are most like. So I've picked 5 fictional characters who I feel I share personality traits with, so I'm just going to go through them right now. The first one is going to come as no surprise to you because I know I've talked about it before, and that is Hermione Granger. I obviously share a love of books with her, and I also think I share loyalty with her. I would do anything for my friends. I'm not afraid to stand up for them if I need to, and I know that Hermione would too. I also kind of feel like I share kind of book smarts because a lot of her intelligence comes from book knowledge as opposed to street knowledge, although I think she probably is slightly more street smart than I am. But yeah, I'd say we are probably mostly book smarts as opposed to street smarts. The next one is Eleanor Douglas from Eleanor and Park. The first time I read Eleanor and Park, I was struck by how much I could relate to Eleanor and how much I saw of myself in her. And I think that's probably one of the reasons that made me realise that I love this book so much. She's very individual, she's very unique, and she's very not afraid of what people think of the way she looks, even though she does really stand out. And I like to think that I'm like that too. She's a lot more bold than I am. But I've got to the point in my life now where I'm not too bothered what people think of the way I look. The way I am and whether people like me, I'm pretty concerned about. But in terms of looks, I'm not really that bothered anymore, which, you know, Eleanor is too. Also, she's not afraid to try new things as well. Like, she's always forming new interests and things like that. And that's also quite like me. So, yeah, definitely Eleanor. The next one is Alice from obviously Alice in Wonderland, and this is pretty much purely on curiosity. I'm as curious as Alice, definitely. If I saw a white rabbit with a pocket watch saying I'm late, I would follow it down a hole as well. I wouldn't be afraid of it. I wouldn't just stand there weirded out. I would want to get to the bottom of whatever was going on there. So yeah, I fully understand how she gets caught up in Wonderland and everything else, because I would as well. Also, she loves cats, and I love cats. I have 2 cats, so yeah, there's that too. The next one is Bridget Jones from obviously Bridget Jones's Diary. I've read this book, I've seen this film. I haven't read or seen any of the other films in this series because I don't know why, but they just don't really interest me. But even though I did really like this book and this film, Bridget Jones is a little bit older than me, but there's still so much that I can relate to. She's very, very funny, and I'm probably not as funny as her, but I am definitely as awkward as her. The situations that she gets herself into are just like, that could so easily happen to me. So yeah, but I don't love wine as much as she does, and I don't smoke, so there are lots of ways that we're not. Also, she's very, very romantic. You know, she has this kind of big romantic notion that she's going to find the man of her dreams, and I unashamedly have that too. So yeah, there's that. And the last one is Charlie from The Perks of Being a Wallflower, and I'm obviously an introvert like he is. I'm very much a observer as opposed to a talker. I kind of see things and I kind of keep them all to myself, and I will think on them later as opposed to voice my own opinion there and then. And I've always been like that, and I think that's probably, as well as obviously the kind of anxiety and depression elements that Charlie has as well, that's one of the reasons that I can relate to him on a very, very deep level, and that's why I feel like we're quite similar in a lot of ways. I'm definitely a wallflower, basically, is what I'm saying there. So yeah. And that is it for this week's Top 5 Wednesday. What characters are you most like? Which characters do you relate to the most? I will leave all of my social media down below as normal, and I will see you very soon for another video. Bye bye!